tell me that you ain't putting down 11.5 and 1334 is still too high.
Yeah. Sometimes we're this right here, Mr. Steve. Sometimes that's where some of these people, I didn't even pay attention to the trade. They start squirreling, saying that.
Oh, they would want more for the trade.
Yeah.
You have to be prepared for that.
Right.
Because not sometimes, most of the time when I use this and there's negative equity, the customer is going to go, hey, look, I got a better idea than me putting down 11.5. How about you give me 11.5 more for my trade?
Mm-hmm.
But who determines the value of the trade? Is it us?
Market.
It's the market. Philip, your vehicle's worth what it's worth based on the year, make, model, trim level, and condition, miles. The market determines what your trade is worth, okay? But what if I hear you correctly, even though this 1334 is for two vehicles, you don't want to put down 11.5 to erase the negative equity, correct? And 1334 is still too much, correct? Okay.
Shit, even 1,100 is more than my. It's close to the same payment as my house.
Well, Phil, nothing I am going to show you works if we got the customer on too much truck. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
There's no magic for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? I'm using mathematics to help the customer say yes.
Yeah.
So, Philip, even though your payment's going to be $1,334, that's not what you're going to pay to drive this vehicle. That sounds like a riddle, doesn't it? Okay? Look, the vehicle is $65,000. You know this vehicle's going to depreciate, correct? Everybody knows that, even though it's going to depreciate at a slower pace than ever before. But everybody knows vehicles depreciate. Here's what everybody doesn't know. Philip, every time you stroke a check for this vehicle, even though you don't want to, you make it out to the lender, 1334, you sign it and you send it to the lender. What everybody doesn't know, a good portion of this money is coming back to you. Okay? Has anyone ever shown this to you before? Okay. Quick question. You make your 72nd payment. Okay? What comes back to you in the mail a couple weeks later?
Which one?
When you make your last payment on this Tahoe, what's going to come back to you in the mail a couple weeks later?
Title.
And it's a pretty special title because it's only got one name on it. It's called Free and Clear. So 6 years from now, you've got the Tahoe, you've got zero car payment, and you got if you drive this vehicle like you think you're going to drive it, you don't do anything special, but you don't crash it, you don't trash it, what do you think this vehicle will be worth 6 years from now?
Oh gosh, probably 40%, 30%.
Let's take 65,000, multiply it times 35%. We'll split the difference.
$22,750.
So now you got a vehicle worth $22,750. Okay. Do me a favor. Divide that number by 72.
315.
Philip, do you know what that 315 represents? The amount of money that's coming out of your car payment that's coming back to you every single month. So metaphorically speaking, you send that money to the lender. On the way, 315 comes out and goes to your title. So if you pay in $1,334 a month to own it, 315's coming back to you. Your net payment on this vehicle is only $1,019 because you're building cash value in your vehicle every time you make a payment. Now I need your okay right there.
Yes, that's pretty cool.
It's not. I learned it from a motorcycle guy. 7 years ago.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody in the car business. I've shown this to, I don't know, well, it's been watched 100,000 times on YouTube. No one had ever seen it before. And it's mathematically correct. Customer's not going to pay $1,334 to drive it. They're going to pay $1,019 to drive it. Now, they'll pay $1,334 to own it. But at the end of the term, I mean, when the car's paid off, it's still worth something, isn't it? Hopefully. And with depreciation slowing down, these vehicles are going to be worth a higher percentage 4, 5, 6 years from now than they ever have before. Look,